they say just as important as the what is the why. Usually in crime dramas, when detectives or FBI agents are trying to apprehend a criminal or they're investigating certain crimes, they're looking for a motive. And you think about actors and people who act on stage or in film, and they often ask the question, what's my character's motivation? The why. Why do we do what we do? Why do people do what they do? And the why is going to be applied tonight, except we're going to be talking about cigars. The question is, why do you smoke cigars? Let's examine further. What's up, guys? You're watching Dad Smoking Cigars, presented to you by StogieLives.com and Casa Cuevas Cigars. From our Casa to yours, thank you so much for joining me. And on my Instagram, I decided to put out a little questionnaire and asking you guys why. Why do you smoke cigars? What is your motivation? Why do you light up? Why do you go to the lounge? Why do you decide to plop out on your back patio, crack open a beer, pour yourself a glass of whiskey, have some coffee, and light up a tasty smoke? Well, everyone has various reasons. Some of them are the same reasons you might have. Others are reasons maybe you've never heard before. But I collected pretty much all of the answers that were given, and I wrote every single one of them down, and I decided to put them in the order I think they should go in, as opposed to the order that I wrote them, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It will in a second, because I'm ranking these in the order that I think that they should be in. And I have 8 whys, 8 reasons why people smoke cigars. Maybe one of them is yours. I have no clue, but odds are one of them might be. So I'm going to go ahead and get into those in just a second, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about my why, or at least how I got into smoking cigars. Now, these answers to the questions, they're not going to be necessarily like, how did you get into smoking cigars? Because that's a whole other question entirely, and maybe that'll be another video, but I have no idea. We shall see. Most of you know my story as to how I got into smoking cigars, and it really is all in the title of the brand, Dad Smoking Cigars. The reason why I smoke cigars, or how I got into cigars rather, is my dad. He is the person who got me into cigars on my 19th birthday, or around that time, so roughly 2003, long time ago, almost 20 years ago. Holy crap. I'm not going to say I'm getting old, because I'm not old, but that was a long freaking time ago. But I had always been fascinated by cigars and pipes and stuff. Never had any interest in smoking cigarettes, and I have my reasons for that. Obviously, number one of them being unhealthy. Very, very unhealthy. Much more unhealthy than this lovely little luxury. But I decided, you know what? I want to try a cigar, and I knew my dad smoked occasionally, and he was kind of just getting started in his cigar journey, so he took me to a cigar shop that is no longer in existence anymore over near my hometown of Rancho Cucamonga. It's in over by this place called the Ontario Mills, big old shopping center, mall, etc. And went in, and my dad bought me my first smoke. What was my first smoke? It was a Kojimar Vanilla, or Kojimar Blue Moon. Basically, it was a vanilla flavored sugar tipped cigar. It was really tasty. Went very good with certain types of coffee drinks, especially mixed coffee drinks. But anyways, so that was the how I got into smoking cigars. Now, as to why I smoke cigars, well, I guess it just depends on what kind of day I'm having. Most of the time, I am in the mood for a cigar. Now, when it comes to these videos, why do I smoke cigars? So that way I can review them and tell you what I think about them. That's one why. Another why reason is I do it to relax. I do it because I need to take a break. I need some me time. There's a number of different reasons why I smoke cigars, not any one singular reason. But I probably could narrow it down to the fact that I enjoy them. I enjoy them, and they all kind of culminate in my relaxation, in the experience, in the flavor and stuff like that. It kind of trickles down in a nice little, I guess you could say, triangle, or whatever you want to call it, little waterfall cascading down into my multiple reasons as to why I smoke cigars. So there you go. There's my how, there's my why. We can leave it there, so because I could go on. But these are some of the whys that I was given on the Instagram, and I'm going to go ahead and share these with you in my particular ranking. Now, you might recognize these as one of yours, in that you are the one who actually gave me this answer through the question part of my story. But then again, you might find that this is your reason and you never really thought about it, or this is the reason you smoke cigars every day. So let's go ahead and get into these reasons. And I'm going to start at the lower end of the list. On basically, there's, like I said, there's 8 of them. And I'm going to start at number 8, work my way up to number 1. Number 8, cool factor. That's right, cool factor. One of you guys answered because it makes you look cool, or maybe it makes you feel cool. And I will say that, I mean, you may look at me right now and thinking like, wow, he's a really cool guy holding that cigar. Probably not. I feel cool though. I feel like there is a certain level of cool factor that gets added to my look or my personality. I don't know, but I feel kind of cool smoking a cigar, and it's a cool thing. It's fun to do. It's there's a certain sophistication and kind of even sometimes a little bit of swagger that can come with smoking a cigar. And yeah, it kind of has an interesting little bit of confidence that comes with it. I don't know why, but it's just something about the way you hold a cigar, the way you smoke a cigar, the way you can look when you're smoking a cigar. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter if you're a beginner or if you have been smoking cigars for years. I truly believe, and you see it in magazines, you see it in photos, you see it in films, there just is kind of a cool factor that goes with smoking cigars. Maybe, I don't know, not everybody thinks that, but I personally do. You probably do as well. And I sometimes feel pretty dang cool smoking a cigar. I feel like I look kind of cool smoking a cigar. I feel pretty good. So yeah, I think that's a legitimate reason. Is that your reason? Let me know in the comments below. So that's number 8. So number 7, fascination / curiosity. Now that kind of factors more into a how, but that could be why cigar smoking became a part of this person's life. And this person commented in their answer that they probably started a little bit earlier than they should have, meaning they probably were younger than the actual legal age to which you can purchase and smoke tobacco products. Not going to really comment on that because odds are there's a number of you that got their start a bit early. Whether you got the gas station smokes, which that counts, by the way. In my personal opinion, I think that counts. That is a starting point. All of us probably started on really either cheap or not as great quality cigars. The really super sweet, that's the gateway cigar. The sweet cigars, whether they be Swisher Sweets or Black and Milds or, you know, whatever the heck it is. You know, maybe you bought a pack of Titan Phillies or something, I don't know. But all of us started somewhere, and you know, it usually begins with a fascination and a curiosity, and that could be why you continue to try different types of cigars you've never heard of, cigars maybe you're not even sure you'll end up liking, but that could be a why. It still teeters on the why and the how. I feel like, well, you know, how you got into cigars as to why you smoke cigars. Fascination / curiosity. So that's number 7. Number 6, and I think this is a good one. It probably could have been higher on my list, but some of the other ones I feel like kind of have a little bit more of a place higher up in the list. But number 6, camaraderie. One thing that I have always marveled at since I become a cigar smoker is the fact that cigars truly can bring people together. It's a beautiful thing. Not a beautiful thing when my cigar goes out. It really is a beautiful thing when you've got a room full of people, usually in a lounge somewhere, or maybe you're at a get-together at a friend's house, you got invited to a thing, and everyone is smoking cigars. Now, maybe you haven't ever tried cigars, and that's the night you try your first cigar. Or you came because you knew there would be cigars. So it's pretty incredible, whatever the situation is, whether it's in a lounge, at a get-together, or you're all sitting out on a big old patio smoking some stogies. And it is pretty incredible, the friends you can make, the connections you make, and just like the relationships you can build just because of cigars. I have made a ton of friends through smoking cigars. I mean, really through Dad Smoking Cigars, through the Instagram, through the YouTube, and the connections and the networking that I've built, just through this wonderful luxury is pretty amazing. And I love you guys so much. You guys have been amazing and are so supportive and just have been so kind and just awesome to me. Through cigars, smoking cigars together, getting together every now and then. I mean, we're getting together more now that things are starting to kind of lighten up regarding, recent events in the last year, COVID-19, etc. A lot of lounges closed, a lot of places that we would normally meet up and smoke together were shut down, and that was a bummer. But even so, what did we do? We had virtual herfs. We would get on Zoom and a bunch of us would get together and talk and smoke cigars. We don't need no stinking lounges. Actually, no, that's not true. We need the lounges. The lounges are way more fun than a Zoom meeting. Personally speaking, I love being in the presence of people smoking cigars, and I love just the camaraderie. Number 6, camaraderie is a very wonderful why you smoke cigars, and it's one of the many reasons why we smoke cigars, because we know that it's likely there's going to be other people smoking cigars, so we're going to go hang out with those people, and it's a wonderful reason. Number 5, this is a given, relaxation. I mean, honestly, there are fewer things in this world that are more relaxing than getting to kick back, maybe put your feet up, or just kind of sit at a table or a bar in a lounge chair, however the case might be. You got your drink, you got your cigar, you're sitting around with some friends, maybe you're watching whatever game is on, or maybe you're just sitting around just shooting the breeze, and you're just relaxed. Sometimes you want to relax on your own smoking a cigar. Sometimes it's one of the nicest things to do is just light up your stick and just sit in the quiet and enjoy. Relaxation. I mean, really, I think that's one of the main reasons why we smoke cigars, is because it is so damn relaxing. It also has a lot to do with whatever setting you're smoking your cigars in. I love being able to go out on my patio on a beautiful day where it's just nice weather and I'm sitting on my patio just kicking back, smoking a cigar, maybe having some coffee. It's a beautiful thing, and it is extremely relaxing. Gives you a chance to just unwind and chill with your cigar. It's a beautiful thing. It's perfect. Number 4, the flavor / experience. And I think those two things go hand in hand because of flavor. The flavor is the part of the experience. Now, I'm not even talking about flavored cigars, and I'm pretty sure most of you are aware of that. But the experience of smoking a cigar is really unlike anything else. And there are a number of experiences that go along with it. There are a number of things that could be going on while you're smoking cigars, like I just described in some of the previous whys. But the experience of smoking a cigar, whether by yourself or with friends, but maybe it's a cigar you smoked over and over. The cigar I'm smoking tonight is one I've had many, 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 many times, and it is always a great experience, great flavor, and that is the Casa Cuevas La Mandaria, a very tasty, full-bodied, full-flavored cigar, and it never ceases to provide an amazing experience and so much enjoyment in the flavor and just the experience of it. And I keep using the same words over and over again because there's so much truth to it and how you're experiencing the cigar. Not just the flavors either. There's so many nuances in a cigar, but it all embodies the experience as a whole. And so, yeah, this cigar provided generously by our sponsor, Casa Cuevas. Thank you so much to the Cuevas family for being so wonderful. It never ceases to bring so much enjoyment in the experience overall. And I'll continue to smoke this over and over again because it's a great cigar, great experience. So, there you go. Flavor, experience, awesome. Number 3, and I really liked this one in particular because, I mean, really, I don't think I could have put it better myself. And that's smoking cigars is a happy place. And the person who answered this question says, it's my happy place. It is indeed also my happy place. I love to smoke a cigar because it makes me happy. That's a fantastic reason why you should smoke cigars. It makes you happy. takes you to a happy place, makes you feel good, even if you've had a bad day. And if you've had a bad day, it's great to light up a cigar to improve that day. Or if you've had a great day, lighting up a cigar at the end of it makes it even greater. And it takes you to a very happy place. Very happy place where you don't have to worry about this, that, or the other. You get to sit down, relax with your cigar, and be happy. And indeed, cigars make me happy. I hope they make you happy too. Obviously, they make you happy. If you're smoking them on a regular basis, and if you're watching this channel, odds are they make you happy at least a little bit. So, yes, cigars are indeed a happy place. They are my happy place, and probably yours too. Number 2. Yes, it is a perfect opportunity to slow down. Slow down. We just talked about it being a happy place. Another wonderful thing about why, another beautiful why reason to smoke cigars is to slow down. Now, like I said, you could be having a good day, you could be having a bad day. But cigars are a perfect opportunity to slow down, take stock of life, take stock of your day, and kind of just lay it all out there, lay it down, and just slow down. Life and things are so crazy these days. Everyone's so busy. It's so hectic. We got this, that, and the other going on, calling and grabbing our attention. And it can seem impossible to make time to slow down. But having a cigar is the perfect reason to slow down, because you don't have any choice but to slow down. Now, I know some people will smoke a cigar while they're doing stuff, maybe some yard work and the like, but if you really want to slow down and kind of just hit the pause button, most cigars will take you roughly about 45 minutes to an hour to smoke. Even some of the smaller ones can take up to about an hour. And that is a small frame of time carved out in your day to slow down, because everything is already going at such a rapid pace. We need to slow down, and cigars are the perfect reason / excuse / opportunity to slow the heck down. So take your opportunity, slow down, smoke a cigar. I mean, really, do you need a reason? No, you don't. So slow down, smoke one, enjoy. Before I get to number 1, I'm gonna throw in kind of an honorable mention reason, which is to basically smoking cigars, and this kind of like feeds off of some of the other whys that I've just listed, and that is to escape the bullshit. And indeed, cigars are a fantastic escape. So I think that's like kind of a good honorable mention reason before I get to number 1. It's a good escape. Whether you're escaping BS or you're escaping any number of things, escaping stress, escaping worry, escaping people you don't want to be around, and maybe they don't like cigars, and this is a good repellent to get away from some of those people. But yeah, it's a nice escape. So I think that's kind of a nice little palate cleanser between number 2 and number 1, which I realize that sounds weird. So reason number 2 and then reason number 1 why you smoke cigars. Nice little palate cleanser. It's an escape, whether you're escaping the BS or you're escaping any other number of things. It's a great escape. So you want to escape? Smoke a cigar. And this one I thought was really great, and again, it kind of piggybacks off of some of the other reasons as to why smoke cigars, but it's a good culmination because I think all of the other reasons can feed right into this one, and that is perspective. Now, I talk about escaping, I talk about relaxing, I talk about it being your happy place. Once you kind of have all of those other reasons, whether they're every single one of the reasons I just listed are reasons you might smoke cigars, or there's only a couple of them or one of them, perspective. You get to stop and think and gain perspective. Now, maybe you had zero perspective of your day or even of your life because of this, that, and the other, but then you sit down and you go through your humidor, your collection of cigars, or maybe you just have a little box of them on your dresser or your nightstand, and you open them up and you kind of stop for a second and you're looking, okay, which one do I want to smoke? Which one do I want to experience today? What's the cigar that is going to help me kind of just take stock. Gain some perspective today. You pick your cigar, you go to your spot, you light up, you take those first puffs, blow out all the smoke, stop, then taking a nice fresh breath. Don't inhale the smoke, please. Definitely don't want to do that. And then you kind of just are able to think, okay, all right, I'm feeling better than I was 30 seconds to a minute ago. Okay, and then you just go ahead, take another puff. That gives you a few more seconds of perspective, and you're thinking, all right, even better. And as you slowly burn down the cigar, you kind of just are able to really pause and think, okay, yeah, yep, problems are still there, stresses are still there, issues that I have to work on are still there, but you feel a little bit better about it because you're getting to experience something wonderful, something that has flavor, that takes you to your happy place, that helps relax you, whatever, all those different other reasons as to why. And it all brings back to getting some perspective. Didn't think we were going to go philosophical here on the channel, did you? But here we are. And it's just a simple philosophy. Getting to stop and enjoy a cigar can actually do wonders to help you get a little bit of perspective on life, or perspective of whatever situation you're facing. And the problems and issues may still be there when your cigar is done, but you feel like you might be able to approach it or handle it a little bit better than you did a little earlier that day when maybe you were stressed and you're hanging on the edge, you're teetering back and forth between anxiety or depression or frustration or whatever it is. You get to sit down and smoke and you think, okay, all right, I can do this, I can handle this, I can get through this, I can take care of business. And the cigar didn't solve your problems, but it helped you get a better look at them. So I think that's one of the best reasons ever to smoke cigars. Why you smoke cigars? To relax, to be happy, to get perspective. I'm sure there's plenty of other reasons as to why. I think one of the best reasons why you should smoke cigars is because you can. One little extra reason at the end there. So there you have it. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope it was kind of fun going through the different reasons why you smoke cigars. What's your reason why you smoke cigars? Let me know in the comments below. I really want to hear it. I really want to know why you guys smoke. You can also get into how you got into cigars as well, but I want to hear the why. Why do you smoke cigars? Let me know. As always, guys, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning into this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and also follow Dad Smoking Cigars on dads_smoking_cigars on Instagram, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Until then, guys, stay smoky, and I'll see you in the next one.